Hello there. We're going to be finishing off the part creation for our lamp table, and we're going to be looking at the top for our table. Okay, so it'll end up looking something like this, maybe with a little bit of creativity on the chamfer from you guys and whatever image you would like to put on it as well. What I want to do first is I want to create a new tab. And I'm going to create a new part studio, and I'm going to rename it top because I've already got top one. I'm going to drag it over to my other parts, and I'm going to start modeling. The first thing I want to do is select my plane. The plane I want to select is the top plane. I want to do a sketch, so I'll select the sketch, left click on sketch, and I'm going to start drawing a center point rectangle. And I'm going to come from the top view so I can see it. And I'm going to click on the origin point and start dragging. I'm going to left click one more time, and the number I'm going to go for with my top is I'm going to go for 450. And then I'm going to click enter, and then I'm going to type it again. I don't need to see the white box with the dimension. I know it's there because after every dimension I put in, it prompts me for the next dimension, as long as I have more than one dimension. So 450 is the other dimension, and then I've typed that and I'm pressing enter, and as you can see it just changed the height dimension. So I've got my 450 by 450 square, which will be my top. So I'm going to tick that, and I'm going to select the rectangle. I can come over to my sketch, I can extrude it, that button there, and I'm going to make it 19 mil thick, which is the thickness of your typical timber that we'll use for the top. Once I've done that, I can now add my chamfers. So I'm going to come down to the bottom angle, so I can see the bottom of the table, and I'm going to grab the chamfer tool, which is this one here. Right, not the round tool, the chamfer tool. And the way I do this is you just select the line. All right, on the bottom edge, you don't select the face. All right, so I'm going to select the line, and that's the chamfer that it's going to make. And I like the aggression of the chamfer, but I might go a little bit less aggression on it, as in it's a bit too intense. Okay, so the smaller the chamfer is, the less aggressive it is. That's a 2 mil chamfer, which is very small. So I'm going to go 10 mil. Enter, and then I'm going to do, and all I need to do now is I need to select the lines on every other side. So I'm going to change my angle, select that side, and then I'm going to change my angle once more and select that side. So now I have chamfers going around the entire perimeter of my square, and you can see it when you go to the bottom view that it's actually doing that. And if I come over here and I scroll up and down, you can see there's only 4 selected. Now, if you want to play around with that, you can do that here with the distance. You can choose whatever you want in terms of the angle of the chamfer. But just realize that if you do an absolute 45-degree angle, so you know, the chamfer 15 millimeters or whatever, that if you make that in real life, you'll have a very sharp corner on your table. So it's best to make something with a flat edge at the top. So I'm going to tick that chamfer now, and our part's nearly done. All I want to do now is I actually want to put an image on it. So I'm going to come over to the top face here. I'm going to do a sketch, and I'm going to come over to this button here, insert image. I'm going to go to the drop down menu, and I'm going to insert an image. All right. You can also insert a DXF or a DWG, which is an Adobe Illustrator file you can make. And then you probably won't have anything in your menu here. So what you can do is you can come down and import something. Now, you'll need to find something yourself for what you want to put on. but I'm just going to select a random image that I have in downloads. I'm going to select, I'll see if I have a DXF file in here. Maybe not. So I'm just going to select this image here, maybe this image here, just to throw something else in there. And that's going to now upload. So now what I want to do is I want to select my image, and I'm going to place it. It'll ask you where you want to place it. So you need to draw the rectangle in which you want to place it. So I'm going to come up to the, not the top corner, but I'm going to come in a little further, but still on that top line. And I'm just going to click once and then drag that image until it reaches the other edge. And now I have an image on my tabletop. So I can tick that sketch now, move my view back here, and I have my image. So I've also done a different image as well on my other tabletop with the lightning bolt and a white background, but that's just to give a little bit of variety. So, and that will generate its own tab as well. So that's the top done. And the next video we're going to do is we're going to look at doing the actual assembly of these parts. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording there.